Hello and welcome to this third video about the first module, and we speak about the gvSIG preferences setup. A short introduction to gvSIG. It is a GIS desktop application designed for capturing, storing, handling, analyzing and deploying any kind of referenced geographic information in order to solve complex management and planning problems. And the main features of gvSIG desktop are the geographic information visualization. They accept several formats: the SRS management, map presentation, symbols, labeling. We'll see all of these topics: geoprocessing, the printing outputs, editing, updating, image processing, and remote sensing support, as well as GPS support. This is the gvSIG main website, gvSIG.com/n for English, or there are many other languages in which the website has been translated. And you see we have the product, community, services, gvSIG, and in the products we can see here the download gvSIG. We can go to the gvSIG desktop. You see here we have the binaries, sources, and new features and manuals. Let's concentrate about binaries. That is the software we're going to download. We can download all the all-included versions, let's say ready to use, or as well the portable version, and they are zip folder. And it's a very nice tool, the portable version, especially for training purposes, because you will be ready to start working with gvSIG in only 4 simple steps. First of all, you download the zip folders. You unzip in local hard disk or external USB memory or external hard disk. You double click on the gvSIG desktop.exe file and you're ready to use gvSIG without any other requirement of installation and setup. The Mac version has been developed for the 1.12.19, and now for 2.1 the Mac version is, let's say, work in progress. A suggestion: before executing the downloaded files, if you are in Windows, you should run as administrator, like in figure. You right click on the exe and you click run as administrator. To avoid to be forced to do this every time, it's better that go in properties of the exe files, then in compatibility tag you flag run this program as administrator, then okay, then anytime you run as administrator, so you'll be able to install additional components without any problems. First time you run, ask you the languages in which you want to install. Remember that there are more than 30 available languages in which you can use gvSIG interface. Then click yes and start with the installation. You see you have to accept the terms of agreement, license agreement, even if it's in open source. Then you select the folder. My suggestion, leave as it is. Next. Then okay, this smart copying files, you go next, and then just be patient and wait a bit. Don't be in a hurry. It takes some minutes to install all the components of gvSIG. Then you leave here by default the packages installer. Then you go in typical installation, you go for next, and then gvSIG is installing everything you need to start to use it. Then you finish when the installation is completed. You can click on finish only when it's completed, so just wait for this button to become black and then it's done. So you see you can launch gvSIG desktop, create a shortcut and create a quick launch shortcut, as well as view the README files. So if you ask to install the new available installations for this first moment, click note, then I will show you how to install. And this software will never harm your computer. So some antiviruses stop the exe files, but you can accept and launch. So there is no problem, and then it's only for the first time that they will ask you, then everything will be fixed. You see, by default they install in your operating system languages. So in my case it's in Italian, but let's set in English. How we can do this: you go on the preferences from here, or as well from show preferences expressing your operating system languages. Then you see here you have general, let's say for the general command, you click on the plus and you extend the choice, you click on language, and then you select the language you want to have your user interfaces. Remember that this course will be given in English, not English United States, so check on English. And then to make the change effective, exit gvSIG and then launch it again with administrator privileges, with the rights of administrator. You see now we are in English, and this is a gvSIG main window. We have the title bar, the menu bar, the toolbar, the main window, and the status bar. And then let's add the add-ons, the plugin. We go on Tool, Add-ons Manager. We click on Standard Installation. There are two more options. We can install from file receiving from someone, or installing from URL. We'll see later on in the next videos how to install from a URL. So here you have the list. You can filter from here, or as well you can browse by theme, by categories, or you can click all. Here you see you are the already installed, the not installed, and they're ready to be installed when you click on it. I select all the plugin except let's say the Japanese font that I don't need, but you can add as well. And I have selected as well the portable view extension and the map sheet. Then you continue, then you click OK, and then you have to restart gvSIG. And when you restart, you see that this the new plugin has been installed. So there are some plugins you can see in the view, other plugins that are hidden, let's say like functioning, but all of them will be installed after you complete the add-ons manager. Another setup that must be done is the folder preferences. Are the folders when you store a project and where you load from your data folder. So click on browse for a project and define where your project will be saved. As well as here, browse your hard disk or external hard disk until you reach the folder where your geographical data you want to use are stored. Then symbol preferences here, check random option. Otherwise, you see when you load layer by layer, they would be visualized with the same color, and so they're not visible if they overlap. On the contrary, by random, they will load, the software will load with different color each layer, so then you see how they are visible. You can define as well the spatial reference system. We have just spoken about the projection system, and maybe you know by default which one are the projection you will always use for your project. So here you can define. There are other options to define, we'll see in the next videos. So click on change, and then you see you can select EPSG. You can, if you know, type the code and then search, and it will appear your SRS. This is the best solution if you know the code according to my experience. You can as well check by name, but it's not very useful. Maybe you can just type it WGS84 or as well UTM, or even easier, if you know the area where you're going to work, let's type Jordan, Italy, Kenya, whatever, then search, and then we have the most frequently used reference system, so then you can check the one you want to apply. Last preferences we are going to show, let's say, is the layer order in the table of contents. Table of contents, we will see in the next video what is the part of gvSIG where you load the layers. And here I suggest you to select this one, this sorting by raster, polygon, line, point, because you see, if you don't select and maybe you load a polygon later than a line, then it will be visualized in such a way because the polygon will cover the line. It's like if you put a map over a pencil, you will not see the pencil from above. If you click this order, you make point, line, and polygon, so this is the result and it's much better. So we have downloaded gvSIG and set up all the required parameters, so let's start to use it. In the next video, we'll see how to load the geographic data. Thanks so much.